elected by Yorubas. It was elected by all Nigerians.
When do you think the Igbo presidency is ripe?
Well, in our party, we have only one presidential candidate now. And Tinubu has to do 8 years. And
is that a must?
It's not a must, but Nigerian people, you can see the rebase economy is coming down. You can see things are starting to trickle in. Manufacturers were seeing inventory in the warehouse, and cost of manufacturing was 23 and some percent in November, December, October. Today is about 18.2%.
If you are going to be truthful as a businessman,
yes,
are things better now running your business in Nigeria than it was a year and a half ago or 2 years ago?
No. Let me tell you. Because of the immediate decision President Tinubu took, merging the dollar, merging the PMS,
window,
the
subsidy removal,
and all this. It brought hardship to everybody. Not Nigerians, not only to me as a manufacturer or to other manufacturers, it brought to every Nigerian. Even the people living in the gutter were affected. And President Tinubu himself knows. But I've told you this story before, that my grandmother told me, before you sew a shirt I'm wearing like this, you have to bring the cloth. You see, most presidents have failed to make major decisions. This decision he made, the decision we should have taken like 40 years ago or 50 years ago. Because we are just living on bazaar basis. We should, as people, start being competitive. The states are not going to work unless we are competitive. You cannot be changing, you want to be like China, you want to be like Indonesia. These people are competitive. Every province in China is competing with the other. All the states have to be competitive. We have to be competitive. So people are, you can see now, people are no longer lying in their house and making money with our dollars.
I'm happy that Shewun, the interviewer, asked Uzor Kalu to elaborate, to tell us why Bola Ahmed Tinubu deserved another 4 years. But he ended up saying absolutely nothing, because everything he is saying is nothing but theory. Nigerians must understand this. The primary responsibility of every government is to protect the life of the citizens, provide for the citizens, make life comfortable for the citizens. In other words, it means that a leader must sacrifice to ensure that the citizens are comfortable. But in Nigeria, the reverse is the case. Nigerians experience the opposite of leadership under Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Rather than sacrificing to make Nigerians happy, to make Nigerians comfortable, Bola Ahmed Tinubu sacrificed to make himself and other politicians comfortable. Of course, Uzor Kalu will clamor for him to be re-elected in the next 4 years after 2027, because it was in the same Bola Ahmed Tinubu government that every member of the National Assembly were given a 160 million SUV Jeep, while Nigerians were living in penury, while Nigerians were experiencing excruciating hardship. 10 billion naira was used to build car park in the National Assembly. Uzor Kalu knows that a president that is prudent will not allow this to go on under his administration. Therefore, he would definitely want Bola Ahmed Tinubu to continue, so that the wasteful spending that is benefiting them, the politician, will continue in Nigeria. Uzor Kalu is a politician. Nigerians should understand that most of these politicians do not care about them. All these politicians care about is the next election. That is the reason why Uzor Kalu is saying that Bola Ahmed Tinubu must continue as president of Nigeria beyond 2027. Despite everything that Nigerians are going through, he even admitted in this interview that Bola Ahmed Tinubu took a very strong and stiff measures that affected the life of Nigerians, that made hardship to escalate in Nigeria. In other words, Bola Ahmed Tinubu deliberately brought hardship and sufferings to the Nigerian people. He said the economy is now rebasing and things are beginning to take shape. You might have been hearing of the word rebasing under Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration. Now let me explain what it means for the economy to rebase. When you hear them say rebasing the economy, it typically refers to the process of changing the base year for the calculation of economic indicators such as gross domestic product, the GDP, inflation rate, or other microeconomic statistics. So what the statisticians that Bola Tinubu hired simply did was to change the base year that Nigeria economy was being calculated from 2014 to 2024. In 2014, that was under Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, Nigeria was rated the third fastest growing economy in the world in 2012. In 2014, Nigeria was rated the biggest economy in Africa. But after APC took over power, they destroyed the economy, and Nigeria is no longer the third fastest growing economy in the world. Nigeria is now regarded as the fifth biggest economy in Africa. Nigeria economy dropped from $500 billion from 2014 to $199 billion in 2024. In reality, Nigeria was better in 2024. Our inflation rate was low, the interest rate was low, the purchasing power of the people was high. Naira to dollar was around 200 naira. All of this has been destroyed by the APC-led government, and Bola Tinubu has made it worse. What Tinubu is simply saying is that I am not responsible for the suffering, the hardship, the destruction of the economy of Nigeria. President Muhammadu Buhari contributed his own quota, so everything should not be put on my head. Therefore, I am going to rebase the economy. So he simply created a new statistics to calculate the inflation rate, to calculate the growth of Nigeria economy under his administration, and he started it in 2024. So what he's saying is that whatever happened from 2023 to 2014 is no longer my business. We are going to focus on 2024. That is the reason why they came out to tell you that Nigeria inflation has reduced. Nigeria economy has grown by 3%. Unemployment has reduced. They simply falsify data. Because in the reality of things, Nigeria economy has tanked from $500 billion economy to $199 billion economy, from 200 naira per dollar exchange to 1,500 naira per dollar exchange, from 11% interest rate to 23% interest rate. Our inflation has gone all-time high. Cost of living has skyrocketed. The purchasing power of the people has been greatly reduced. This is the reality of things. This is what the ordinary Nigerians is facing out there. But yet, Uzor Kalu wants Bola Tinubu to continue because it is going to favor him rather than favoring the Nigerian people. Their loyalty is to the president, not to the Nigerian people. But the Nigerian people gave them power to be on the floor of the National Assembly to make laws that will favor the Nigerian people. Uzor Kalu should tell us one law that the Nigerian Senate has made that will make life better for the Nigerian people. All they've done is to protect the interests of the president. But to him, Bola Tinubu must continue beyond 2027. The big question is, how will Bola Tinubu continue beyond 2027? Who will vote for him? Because I don't believe any sane Nigerian will go out there to vote for Bola Tinubu, unless the number of insane Nigerians outnumber the number of sane Nigerians, which I don't believe. Of course, they are not looking towards true, fair, credible, transparent election. They believe in their rigging machine. In this same interview, Uzor Kalu also talked about Igbo presidency and Anioma state. Imagine wanting Bola Tinubu to continue beyond 2027 and you are talking about Igbo presidency.
Can you, of course, I mean, I'm not asking you to discuss whatever it is that is personal between you and the president, but what are those things?
The president is committed to bringing justice to all Nigerians, not to some Nigerians.
Did he accede to your request?
No, you cannot tell me yes or no, but I'm telling you the president is committed of bringing justice to all Nigerians. He wants to address issues that affect every facet of this country. He's committed.
Is it one of the reasons why there are those in the Southwest who thought that perhaps the reason why Peter Obi should be president, for example, to give the Igbos a place?
No, I'm not going to discuss.
Politically speaking.
I'm not going to discuss that with you.
No, you are discussing.
Because, you are
speaking for the Igbo nation tonight.
Listen to me. I'm not going to discuss anything about Igbo president or Igbo this.
You're not a very shy person.
No,
why are you shy tonight?
No, I'm not shy. I cannot. But I'm telling you, you are afraid that I'm not going to discuss issues that are not supposed to be discussed.
You told me before in an interview that there's a need for an Igbo presidency.
And I still tell you there's a need for it.
Up to today?
Yes.
So
Igbos must present an acceptable candidate by all Nigerians. No one zone can make a president. No one. President Tinubu was not elected by Yorubas. He was elected by all Nigerians.
When do you think the Igbo presidency is ripe?
Well, in our party, we have only one presidential candidate now. And Tinubu has to do 8 years. And
is that a must?
It's not a must, but Nigerian people, you can see the rebased economy is coming down. You can see things are starting to trickle in. Manufacturers were seeing inventory in the warehouse, and cost of manufacturing was 23 and some percent in November, December, October.
It's about 55 years or so when the Civil War ended, 1970. It started in 67. You are as old as Nigeria. You were born in the same year Nigeria got its independence. Yes. In all of these years, there is this feeling that, there is marginalization of the Igbo man, and politically speaking, he's been sidelined. And perhaps there are those who are asking for a creation of state. But if the wrongs are to be corrected, in what ways? And you are a major voice in the national. You are playing the federal politics now. You are in the ruling party.
Yes.
The president is your friend.
Yes.
You were in the same class of governors of 1999 and 2023, 2003. But I'm asking you, there is a reason why I'm asking the question. Because if you are speaking to President Tinubu, for example, you can remind him of being in the same class, of being a governor in the first instance. So there is a sense of, there is a connection.
Being a governor is that he's my personal friend. So,
so
it's not about government. I knew him before we became governor.
So, but
we're very clear.
If you know somebody on a certain level, you should be able to relate with them.
Yes.
And the question I'm asking is that if there are things that you think has made the Igbo man being relegated or marginalized, in what way do you think this can be corrected? You are playing national
I have already
now.
spoken to President Tinubu, and this is not what I will tell you openly. She knows. I'll discuss it with him.
After the IBB book autobiography?
Yes, so he knows. He knows. So it's not.
Does it include that there should be a 6th Southeast state?
Of course, Aniomba state should be created. The 6th Southeast state is the only state that will be able to be created in the Southeast. Aniomba are Igbos, and they never said they are not Igbos. The 6th Southeastern state should be created, and they had to go to Aniomba with some other states in Onitsha and everywhere. They become a state.
Delta rivers?
Yes. Even not rivers, but Delta mostly.
There are some rivers, there are some Igbos who identify as Igbos also in
No, you
Delta
cannot just go to jump somewhere, go to the other place. You first do this side, and possibly.
So there should be an Anioma state?
There should be an Anioma state. To be forthright, there should be an Anioma state.
Is that part of what you discussed with President Tinubu?
No, but there shall be an Anioma state.
What are those things you discussed?
I cannot tell you.